Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Let's see what's going on for you and what you can expect for the next 7 days. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly what is happening for Cancerian over the next 7 days. We have the Vision. It did flip out in the reverse, so I want to ask you, is something blocking your vision? Are you having a hard time visualizing or imagining how things are going to play out or what it is that you want or desire? Do you feel that maybe your vision is out of reach or impossible or, too far-fetched or unrealistic, perhaps? Okay, because this card flipped out in the reverse. So this is a time to really think about the bigger picture. It's definitely a time of expanding on what you already have going on for yourself and whether this aligns with your true desires in life and getting clear of what that is and what maybe adjustments you need to make or what it is that you need to just continue doing. The sustainer is at the bottom, which is really just confirmation, to be honest, saying, hey, what you're doing, this vision of yours, keep it up. This is exactly what you need to continue doing. And just things are going to smoothen out. The bumps, the little edges, the little ridges, it's going to take some time, but it will smoothen out and it's going to get better and better and better. So patience, consistency, and dedication is really like the best approach, right? With the vision and the sustainer. Is this something that you can, put a little bit of time and energy once a day or once every other day? Something that you can return to and be consistent with it, but it's not something that like slows you down or takes you away from other responsibilities or other needs. But there's something here. Let me see. The vision, the sustainer, the castle. Maybe this is something about where you live or your home or some kind of property. Anyway, there's this home. You want to think about, do I want to paint the walls? Maybe there's something about remodeling going on. Agape. And this is a card of love, unconditional love, receiving love, the highest vibration of all. Ooh, and the maiden, which that's like Virgo energy. Virgo is the maiden, which we have officially entered Virgo season. And there seems to be just like rediscovery of love for life and passion and things that light up you emotionally and spiritually. It's something that's very rewarding and very fulfilling and exciting, and you just can't get enough of it. I feel like your life is just getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. So these next 7 days, there might actually be something about like a love interest for some of you. We'll see. We shall see. The vision and agape. It's about following your heart. This is all about you following your heart, Cancer. All right, next week for Cancerian, next 7 days, what do the Cancerians need to know for this week ahead? Ace of Cups. Did someone say a little love, a little romance, perhaps? And what's this? The Two of Cups. Well, shit. We got love in the air. Love on the brain. I'm just kidding. I ain't Rihanna. I can't sing like that. But yeah, love on the brain. You and someone special. You hitting it off. Ooh, oh my gosh. Maybe when we go back to when the vision was in the reverse, maybe this was not part of the plan. This was not part of your vision or what you were imagining for yourself. Or even like earlier this year, you didn't expect to cross paths with someone that could end up becoming very special and meaning a whole lot to you. Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Wow, you guys, this is really special. This is really special. We don't get a whole lot of love readings on this channel, so I'm just saying. This takes the cake. This is my favorite reading so far of this week. I've only done, this will be the 3rd one of this week, but so far out of the 3, this is my favorite so far. Oh, this feels exciting. This feels giddy. This feels fuzzy. This feels like compatible, like a lot of love, mutual feelings. You and someone got mutual feelings and you'd be thinking about the future and what life could be or what life is and becoming. And so much building off of this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And the Chariot. Maybe this is someone that you met during Cancer season, which could have been end of June through July for some of you. This could be dealing with another Cancerian, but this can represent like distance or travel. Maybe there's a trip. You're going on a trip, or you meet somebody on a trip, or this is someone that comes from a different background. Maybe there's something about cars. Maybe they have a really nice car, or someone that maybe travels for work. Let me see what's underneath the Chariot. The World and the Ace of Pentacles. When I saw the World, I immediately thought of the saying like closing the distance. So maybe this is somebody that you're at a physical distance from, but they are moving to you, or there's, yeah, like in this Ace of Pentacles underneath the World. So someone's starting a new life and making this final, not like final gesture, but it is a gesture that represents like a start of a new chapter and saying farewell to the old life, or to the old, something about the old ending, like something's changing, transitioning from a old beat up car that doesn't drive anymore. It's fucking toast. It's just, you can't fix it. It's done, to something that is new. Maybe it's a classic. Maybe it, maybe there's room for modifications. Empress, Ace of Pentacles. There's room, like you can actually grow and develop something like long term here. I'm also seeing fertility. Watch out of pregnancies. That's something that could be in the air for a good chunk of ya. So just saying, maybe that's something that you desire. You've always desired to be a parent, a mother, a father. So definitely heavy creative energy, and even sexual energy too. Big investments. I'm seeing like talks about marriage or like lifelong partnership. Whoa. Okay. But it's very fulfilling, very full, very free flowing. Seven of Wands. Okay. You're like, Jade, this is too good to be true. Or you're listening, Jade, that hasn't happened to me. Absolutely not. I'm not going to ever love again. Or, you could literally be listening to this and be like, fuck no, click off, dislike, unsubscribe. Look, in the Ten of Wands, not the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is here. So this we could say is like, you're very protective. Protective over yourself, protective over your heart, and protective over your loved ones. That's what it comes down to. The people you love the most, you will fight for / protect, fight for them. You will defend them. Anybody that tries to cross them, you'll kick their ass. I see someone that's very protective over you. Yeah. Honestly, with this surrounding, that's what I feel mostly. There might be a little part of you that's a bit cautious, especially if this is someone new or you're just kind of getting to know each other, but it's feeling really good, really in alignment. But yeah, that's how it wants. You could be kind of like guarded. Like it feels good. You are on the same page, but I would say you both are guarded too. Like it's mutual. Slowly building this bond, trust. It takes time, but there's love here. Oh, 100% there's love here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Page of Cups. There are talks about like the past. A lot of emotions here. Oh my God, we're getting all the water. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of water. A lot of feels. You and this person seem to be like talking about like your upbringing and your past and maybe your childhood or, previous relationships and experiences, and getting real emotional, real in touch with the feels. And yeah, it's like that 10 of Wands, you do have quite a bit of armor on you, but it is safe for you to let your wall down and let love in and be vulnerable and express yourself in the most authentic way. And it is really sweet. It is really gentle. It's really beautiful. This is so beautiful. Yeah, it is safe for you to love. I might need a pause, like near the end of this reading, I might even need a pause and grab my romance oracle deck, because this does feel like, a love reading. So cute. Yeah, that 2 of Cups, wants someone that will defend you and protect you, or, even if you're not in the same room, and so your name comes up, they will defend you. If someone like talks badly about you, they will like defend your name and they'll stand up for you, and you just feel safe and supported and protected. The next week for Cancer, we have the Hermit, and that fell out on top of the Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So kind of just goes back to what I was saying of, for those where you may be guarded, or you're like, is this too good to be true? Or like you've kept to yourself. I think what this says, like you've kept to yourself for a very long time. You don't just open up to just anybody. You're okay on your own. Like you don't need another person to like fulfill your needs. You're quite satisfied, but there's also a part of you that protects yourself from letting people in. You may be very deeply understood in your life or in the past, and you're just selective of who you share your innermost parts of yourself with. And I think this goes both ways. Again, Hermit fell out on top of the Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands, so I feel like you mirror each other in a lot of ways. You have a lot of similarities, and there's a lot of like attraction here. There's a strong magnetic like pull with the Page of Wands at the bottom. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of like physical attraction. Maybe just really like sparks, sparks flying, instant chemistry. But there's a lot of compatibility too. That Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. There's compatibility here. Someone might like their alone time a lot. You both like your alone time. Hermit fell out on the Two of Cups. You both like your alone time, and then you also like to spend your alone time together. Page of Wands, Magician, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. You're getting all the 10s here. And a Star. You and this person may end up discussing like the future business, future family, future investments, like money and shared finances and future plans. Like there's a lot of future talk, but it's not just about talk. It's also Magicians. It's not about action too. So, I feel like you both have very similar visions when it comes to life and goals, the things that you want to achieve, whether it be over the next year or 5 years or in the grand scheme. I think you and this person really align on a lot of values, and it just seemed like a really nice fit. Like if there was a puzzle piece, you guys would slot into each other. Perfect fit. Maybe you're connecting with a Virgo or somebody with Virgo in their big three, or a Leo. We have the Sun, but my gosh, they just seem to bring a big, beautiful, bright smile on your face. You haven't been smiling like this in ages. There's this glow that you have that just people can tell, like, ooh, Cancer's in love. Like, who's got you smiling? Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. There's a interesting adjustment of learning how to let go, learning how to surrender, learning how to let people in, learning how to trust. Like, you don't have to always do things on your own. I think you're used to going above and beyond to make other people happy. You make a lot of sacrifices and you show up. You're very consistent. You're very reliable. You mean your word. The Sun and the Four of Pentacles, this is somebody who they're always there when there's a problem. They have a solution. They have advice. They are that pillar, that rock, that support, that structure. You're always there. And it's like about damn time that you receive that, right? Because the Two of Pentacles is also give and receive. And the next card is the Three of Pentacles. So we go from the Four of Pentacles of like, I got it. I can do it on my own. I'm fine. Everybody, I always take care of everybody. Everybody depends on me. Everybody relies on me. I'm the go-to person. To, oh, wait, we're a team. Wait. Oh my God, you're good at this? That's so amazing. And like, okay, you can help me here. I can help you there. And we're like building this together. It's not all just on my shoulders. Like, fuck. Oh my God, I can now play we can switch, like we can take turns. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is amazing. This is like everything I could ever want and hope and dream of. And now we're building our dream visions, our visions that are very much in alignment, and we both have the same goals, and we can build this dream together, because working smarter, not harder, and sharing the like splitting, not like splitting the load, or it just makes it easier, and it's more efficient, saves time, saves energy, and you get to that goal a lot quicker than if you were to do it on your own. I don't know, I fucking love it though. I think it's really sweet. I think it's really sweet. I want you to think back to the solar eclipse in Leo. What day was that? That was the 12th. I went live that day, the very first live. That was also my 7-year anniversary of Jadestone Tarot. So maybe think back to what was going on around that solar eclipse. Anything in particular, anybody in particular that you worked really well with, that you seem to be very in alignment with. Maybe not, maybe that has nothing to do, but I want to just call that out to somebody. Okay. Oh, this is nice. I really like this. I really jive with this energy. Very playful, very harmonious, very sweet. Just keeps on getting sweeter. Cherry on top. It's a sweet story. Sweet person. It's just sweet, man. It's so cute. We have the 3 of Wands. What's at the bottom? 5 of Swords. Okay, you know what? There might be some troubles ahead. Not necessarily with this person, but just like in general, or just there could be some stressful times ahead. Let me see. 5 of Swords, Empress, and Death, and Ace of Pentacles. Oh, but this is a challenge, but it's a good challenge that's going to just further enhance, further reveal, like whatever. If you've had any doubts, any questions, any like concerns or cautions, right? This is just going to further confirm like you're safe. I generally feel that so strongly. So 3 of Wands. First of all, 3 of Wands. So we're talking and thinking a lot about the future and these visions and these goals, and our ships are starting to come in. We're starting to experience some movement and progression on our path. We're, you know, there's some accomplishments. We're still in the very early stages. And with the 5 of Swords, this is like preparation of potential battles, potential struggles or issues or challenges that could arise. But it's like preparing for, okay, if something bad happens or something goes wrong, how are we going to handle it? And so yeah, 3 of Wands to the 5 of Swords. Maybe there's some clashing of understandings, of perspectives, of like how you would approach conflict, how they approach conflict, especially if this is like romance. Maybe this is like your first fight. Maybe you and this person have never fought ever. Or maybe a little bickers here and there, but nothing crazy. And then maybe over this next week or so, you might actually have a problem and you haven't had any conflict to this extreme before. This might be just like, you know, a little heads up, little heads up for some of you. But this actually just leads to a lot of like, well, okay. It leads to growth. It definitely changes things. It will, with this Ace of Pentacles, it does bring in more stability and trust. It could, one thing I will say with this 5 of Swords and the Empress, this could escalate a bit, because the Empress is growth and it expands. She gives life. But with this combination, it might be like kind of dramatic and but this is that birthing process, right? She's pregnant, which watch out of pregnancies. I think we said that in this reading, watch out of any pregnancies, very fertile energy. But this, in this case, she's pushing the baby out. New life is being born. Ace of Pentacles and Death, life-changing. So the way that this is going to completely transform this dynamic between you and this person in a really beautiful way. It actually brings in more like concrete or stability, or like this is showing like it's here to stay, even through like little rocky moments or misunderstandings or facing challenges together. It's not that you're on opposite sides of the team. You're on the same team, not competing. Maybe at times you feel like you're competing. I don't really get that though. But it's like, where was I going with this? I lost it. I lost it. Wherever I was going, it's gone. It's fine. You might just see if you run into issues, you might just really just drop it. But if you do, that might pop back up again down the line. So maybe address it. Maybe that's what's needed. Just saying. Okay, where are we at? 20 minutes? Do I need to pull any more? Okay, actually, yes. And then we can clarify a few things. Yeah, a lot of future thinking, planning, talking, love. It's expanding, it's growing, it's deepening. Growing a lot of care for each other. Anything else for Cancer for this week ahead? Anything else Cancerian needs to know for the week ahead? We have the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. See, like, you're still in charge. You seem to be the one, and we have Aries, by the way. Seem to be the one who, it's like, if this is a relationship, you may be wearing the pants in the relationship. Or this is the person that takes matters into hands. They take the initiation. Sorry, I have loose hair. They take in control, taking matters into their hands, rising up, being a leader, guiding, teaching others, and showing support, even like in a material sense, financial way, or if this is like, again, someone that you can rely on, someone that you can lean on, and they will support you, and they're there no matter what. Let's see. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like, it's showing no matter what you choose, you and this person choose to focus on. Like, at times it could get a little bit blurry, or at times there could be some misunderstanding or a little bit of fog, but it does feel, I don't know, there are like multiple avenues, or I want to say like multiple streams. Maybe this goes back to money, like multiple streams of revenue. Maybe you and this person have multiple businesses, or talking about different business opportunities that y'all haven't launched, but you're discussing it, or you're brainstorming. Like, there's a lot of brainstorming and planning and like blueprint vibes, like structure, like maybe it's a 5-year plan, or, oh my gosh. But it's all in good reason, rhythm, timing. Like, it feels doable. It feels achievable, especially with the Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. It's what we saw earlier with the Vision, and then the Sustainer at the bottom being like, you just need to stay consistent. You and this person, if you both continue to keep going how you've been approaching this situation, this relationship, the effort, this is destined for like success, judgment, and justice. Yeah, this really is destined for success, destined for something long-term, making things official, maybe tying it on, getting things legalized, like however the fuck, whatever contracts, commitments, plans, blueprints you're drawing up, it's all being figured out, planned out, and it feels like you can ease, you can trust this, you can let your guard down, like you can embrace this and enjoy it and love it, and yeah, that's the vibe. Oh, I feel like there's a loose hair. Oh, there we are. It's fucking, it's tickling me. I can feel it. Okay. My throat feels super dry too. So let me take a sip of my water, because holy shit, my throat. Okay. I don't really want to clarify with the other deck I have out. So let me grab something else. Use this one. Oh, hey, Page of Swords. Trying to flip out. Okay, I'll set that there. Let's take a look into this connection. See a little bit more of what this is about. These cards fell out over here. Okay. Taking a look into this Ace of Cups. Tell me this Ace of Cups for Cancer for the week ahead. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Nice. So this is something that has already started. Seems like this is... Sorry, I gotta tickle my nose. This is something that's already been established. This is something that you are already putting in effort, quite consistent, maybe it's a little slow, but there's a vision here. There's a vision. You may not see it fully at the moment, right? This Two of Swords at the bottom. She's blinded. She can't see. But Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You're like, I like where it's going, and we're going to see how it plays out. There's a lot of potential here. Six of Swords. Tell me this Ace of Cups. A lot of potential. You like where it's going. You're intrigued. It feels good. You feel full. Feel lit up. Follow in your heart. Anything else about this Ace of Cups? King of Wands. You like what you see, and you continue to just get better and better and better and more attractive over time. We have Temperance also at the bottom, Sagittarius energy. But you like this. You're intrigued. And you see this is something that fits with your plans, fits with your vision, fits with your desires. It feels very reciprocal. The Temperance over here. It's slow, steady change. We have Death, King of Swords. This seems good. I think that this is confirmation. If you've been needing a little extra confirmation, this is something to continue exploring. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's one of the oracle cards in that romance angel deck that I have, which we may still use it. I'm not sure just yet. We'll see as we clarify more. I don't know if I need to use that deck. Tell me the Two of Cups. This could be a friend that you end up starting a business with, if it's not romantic. But they're still, like, you care about each other. I would say that you love each other. And love, it don't have to be romantic, but there's, like, genuine love and care for each other. Two of Cups. I knocked those cards, so I ain't taking that. But tell me the Two of Cups for Cancer. The week ahead, Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, Three of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it goes back to what I saw earlier where there's like potentially like, so I have to like shift how I'm sitting. It's kind of like, hey, there is this problem or issue, but I know how to solve it, or I know how we can fix this, or I know how we can smash this and get rid of this for good. Like, Page of Wands brings in hope, harmony, happiness, optimism. That Three of Wands is like kind of that anticipating of something coming in. So it's like this preparation of change in the air, right? You and this person. This is where, you know, you're compatible, you really enjoy each other's company, whether this is like love, romance, or if this is business, it's like, okay, we're thriving, we're jiving, we're having a good time. This is amazing. Life has its ups and downs, but you and I, we can crush whatever comes our way, or like we will overcome it as long as we don't give up on each other type shit. So Devil and the Nine of Wands. This is with the Two of Cups. There is someone that can be quite stubborn. That's how I'd say. Quite stubborn, or either they don't know when to stop, they have a hard time putting something down, and it's kind of almost like one of the people, if this is a relationship, they're like, babe, like, calm down, or like, take a break, like, just relax, let me do this, and they're like, no, it's fine, I got this. Like, yo, it's kind of like we saw earlier with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and like learning like, hey, let me help, like you take a seat, you relax, let me step in, and like, okay, like surrender, like let others like meet you in the middle, like you're always the one that's like rising up, fixing things, helping things, finding solutions, like let them help you. So I mean, someone can be a bit stubborn or like controlling, or they like to do things a certain way, someone else might do it differently, and it's like, I don't know, what else can I get from the Devil and the Nine of Wands? A bit defensive, or maybe a bit obsessive, a bit controlling, maybe teeny bit toxic. Teeny bit? Moving too fast, maybe? Three of Wands and the Devil. Jumping to conclusions. Taking high risks. A gamble. Okay, and what's at the bottom of this Two of Cups? you might trigger each other. Maybe that's why the devil's out here. It's like you kind of trigger some of your wounds, things that need to be healed. Okay, we have a King of Swords, no time for nonsense, no time for bullshit or drama, Ace of Cups, and the Star, and the Nine of Swords. It's kind of like someone gets really scared, so they shut down, or they push away, or they detach a little bit, or they go cold, or like kind of quiet. King of Swords to the Ace of Cups and the Star. This is Aquarius energy. The emotions run deep. The dreams, the visions, the future, it's all there. The King of Swords is very logic and practical, and he may have a lot of love and a lot of emotions, but his logic overrides, and he thinks about plans and rules and like discipline and focus, and sometimes can be dismissive when it comes to his own feelings or someone else's feelings. So that might create a bit of some clashing, head versus heart. So, okay. Maybe it's just something to be aware of or be cautious of in the near future. Like, you guys may kind of like ruffle a few feathers. That's what I'm getting. Ruffling a few feathers. Needing to kind of resort to some space and time alone to just decompress, get clear on like your own thoughts, feelings before spilling it over on somebody else, or making it your own problem, making it their problem, or them making their problems yours. Like, it's, you know, nothing to do with you, not personal. I just need to go inwards. I'm recognizing I'm being moody. I'm in a bad mood. I need some sleep. Like, I need a fucking nap. It's not personal. I just need to protect my energy right now. I had a long day at work. Like, all right. Sun, Three of Wands, and the Emperor. Let's see how things are progressing, how things are growing and developing. But yeah, that Emperor just screams reliability, trustworthy, consistent, stable, long-lasting, mature, right? He's the mature man. It's masculine energy. Sun, Three of Wands, and the Emperor. And we have the Magician reversed. That's the bottom, Two of Pentacles. Okay. Kind of this combo. Sun, Three of Wands, Emperor. Knight of Swords. I feel like change of plans, or maybe things manifesting in ways that kind of bring a little bit of a shakeup or instability, or Queen of Pentacles reverse, kind of where you lose your footing. You do need to give to yourself. Give to yourself, give to yourself, give to yourself before you worry about giving to others. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom. A bit of like a uprooting and planting somewhere else, like taking a plant and moving it somewhere else. Or, you know, you split a plant. If it's a perennial, every year it grows back, comes back bigger. And then you can, at the end of the season, or whatever the fuck, split it and move it into a different section, and then it expands. Like, and then next year you have even more, and then more. Like, it just keeps on growing. But like, so what the hell? Hold the fuck up. Magician reverse, the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this feels, plans that might fall through. Or when we first had this Three of Wands come out, it showed a Five of Swords at the bottom. But then it was the Empress and something else, I don't remember. But it was like, okay, growing through the challenges that create, it was the Empress, Death, and the Ace of Pentacles. Something that gives opportunity. It's a bit of a challenge, or it's kind of like, maybe it's a bit of pressure or a little stressful, but then you come out and it's like, all right, there we go. We landed this fucking golden opportunity, and it's like here to stay. It kind of ruffled a few feathers over here, or kind of shook shit up, or I was feeling Queen of Pentacles reverse. Sometimes that can be insecurity, whether it's about you, your worth, maybe insecure about your path or the way things are panning out, or like, you know, there's maybe some doubts, or you're just feeling drained and not stable or strong, which that happens. But the Magician reverse and the Knight of Swords could really represent something that's beyond your control that you need to surrender to. Or this is like impulsiveness and lack of clarity of what it is that you actually want. So it goes back to the vision, right? And remember when it first came out and I was like, are you having a hard time connecting with the vision? Are you having a hard time like visualizing or imagining what you want this to look like or where things are going. Like, get clear of what the vision is, or get clear at least with like what feels good, and like to follow your heart and follow what lights you up and follow what makes you feel safe and loved and appreciated or whatever. If this is like love and romance, because that came through. So let me see here. I'm just trying to connect all the dots. Wait, it's like this. Anybody that tries to like persuade you or manipulate you or like push you, rush you, red flag, don't ignore that. People that are rash or careless, probably should avoid or be cautious of how close you get to them. Ace of Pentacles. Was this at the bottom? Yes. Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords. The Lovers. I can't remember. Was this at the bottom? Was that at the bottom? I don't remember. This is the last reading for today. Lovers. Nine of Cups. Justice. Okay. Well, that Seven of Swords always makes me raise my eyebrow a little bit, because Seven of Swords is known for like sneaky, deception, maybe lies, secrets, like kind of like, you know, not the most transparent of energies and sometimes malicious. Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, it is suggesting, especially since Magician was in the reverse, if it's not on your level, don't settle. That's how it's coming through. If it's not on your level or above, don't settle. If it's not on your level, don't settle. Because you'd be sabotaging yourself. I don't know what the fuck. Queen of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. This is a comfortable energy. Something that could be part of your life for months, if not years, or for a very long time. Maybe the Seven of Swords is saying just to keep it on the down low until it's concrete, until it's official, until it's like locked the fuck in, even like legally, like maybe not to announce it or share it, because sometimes Seven of Swords like move in silence. But remember, ball's in your court. You're the emperor. Nobody can rush an emperor. This Knight of Swords can't demand the emperor to like do or say or change certain plans. So don't let anybody. Yeah, okay, that's another thing I'm getting from this. Don't let anybody who isn't even part of this vision, who isn't even part of this plan or this future or this relationship, right? Here you are. You have a plan, you study, you know what lights you up, this feels in alignment, you feel amazing, smiling like never before. And then maybe this is just representing those around you that are trying to convince you, Cancer, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you be with that person? I don't like them. Like, what are you thinking? And like, I don't trying to get in your head. Maybe, you know, be a little careful who you tell your business to. Perhaps that's all it's saying. Or if you recently or are about to come into a whole lot of money, keep your lips shut and zipped, because there's some takers around there. And if you don't have strong enough boundaries or you're not good at saying no, they're going to suck every penny out of your wallet. So don't do that. Be smart and use your discernment. Even though you may have a whole bunch of love to go around to share, you need to love yourself more than the other person. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave your reading here. Very interesting. A lot of interesting energies in the readings today. Holy crap. Happy eclipse season. We have that lunar eclipse coming up on Friday. Should be very interesting. Stay tuned for more. Let me know if it resonates, of course, and private readings are available down below. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you later.